Hey y'all. Hey Sarah. Hey Mona Lisa. What they say? Bridal fly, brittle fly. I'm sorry, girl. I don't know how to say that. What was my niece saying today? You know, my nieces, they put me up on the latest lingo. Because I don't know what the hell be going on. What did she say? I'm trying to remember. There's some group. What is it called? Girl pop? Girly pop? Do y'all know about that? I just learned about that today. Hey Monica. Hey y'all. Hey Kena. Welcome back to Theresthattarot. Is that voice annoying? Somebody's voice could be annoying. Is it mine? It can be hard to listen to an annoying voice. So I understand if you don't want to stay. Because I am not that person that can stick around. It's like you could be saying something perfect as hell, but I just cannot. Hello, Mindy. You guys, you said feeding my homebody. Listen, homebody for the win. I love being at home. But that's a good sign if you like being at home. It means your home is a nice place to be. Amen. Hello, Krishana. Let's see what's going on, Crafty. What's up, Barbara? For the win. Let's go. Girl, don't let me get my favorite coffee cup for the day. hit that two-hand clasp. Oh, look out the window. I'm already like 80 years old, I swear. I want one of those lemonade pictures. Pictures? Pictures. With the Kool-Aid, just the big bottom, you know. Throw a few live fruits in there. Flowers. I'm one of those lavender lemonade type of people. All of that fancy, bougie, unnecessary shit. Okay? The sugar cane, Wisteria tea, all of that. Loose leaf, little clasper, all that shit. Anyway, let's see what's going on. I was looking at this song. Oh my god, it is so toxic. Upset by Brent Faiyaz. It popped up and I was like, this must be the message for the collective tonight. He said, I'll be like, fuck it. At the same time, I don't say fuck it. Now look what I'm stuck with. I don't know what he was talking about. But it just giving me thoughtless, like I did something, I didn't really think about it. It's like, it wasn't really that I meant fuck it. It's just like, oh my god, now I regret whatever I did. I don't care if I'm in the wrong. I don't get upset. I don't care if you're in the wrong. So this is like very, it's just so this generation, is it not? Like, everybody acts like they don't care, but they care. I love Brent. Like, I don't have a problem. But it's just, I think everybody kind of, not everybody, but it's kind of a popular thing to act like you don't care about things that you do care about. Like, if we could only just say how we really felt, that would just be too much like right. Because this is like stubborn. I don't care if I'm in the wrong, I don't get upset. I don't care if you're in the wrong, I don't get upset. I'd be like, fuck it at the same time. I know I can't trust it. It's not that I never have before, but nowadays, if I can't trust it, I'm not gonna fuck with it. You know, that's kind of like where it's at now. Can we get there? Can we just get to that point? Because I saw, it's crazy because I had just been talking. I think I was talking to y'all about it, about how a lot of people will have sex with each other. Like you have sex with the person and you don't even trust the person, and that don't make sense. Like when we think about it, because that's what this is giving. It's like, I say fuck it, and I'm act like I don't care, even though I do. It's like I don't say fuck it, but I do say. It's very confusing. And all at the same time, I say fuck it because I know I can't trust it. Now look what I'm stuck with, though. I don't know. This looks like regret, but I'm gonna act like I didn't fuck up in the way that I actually know that I did. I'm just gonna take it on the chin and keep doing it. I don't know. That's what this is giving me. I like dissecting the lyrics. Somebody looking at their options. Or they may be wondering something. How are you feeling right now, collective? Let's look at you first. Is it freezing in Miami? That don't even sound right, but I've never been to Miami, so how would I know? Is that toxic with a capital T? Oh. First of all, I do care. Let's start there. If I didn't care, I would have never been dealing with you. Okay. Problem probably is I cared too much. Or I cared a lot before you actually started caring as much as I did. You know, this, I don't know, communication goes a long way, doesn't it? Oh. I thought I started feeling like these little needles on my heart, and this is why. The Ten of Swords, not the first card. Who did it? Oh my God, was it Earth sign? Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn? Doesn't have to be. But this is like, ooh, why am I hearing something on hope and a prayer? What is that? What is that saying with like wishing on a hope and a prayer, or standing on a hope and a prayer, or something like that? It's something like that. Doesn't it seem like that, Kiana? It's like that has been absolutely my experience, and I you know I don't mind sharing with y'all. It has definitely been my experience that, because I'm the kind of person, and I'm working on this. You know, all transparency. Here we go. It's like I will come into a relationship, baby, because I kind of made this vow. I saw this video where the guy was saying, I mean, I'm paraphrasing. Y'all know I always paraphrase. It's like, what if, just what if you date one person at a time? You get to know one person at a time, especially sex, things like that, right? And I said, I mean, it's not that I ever, like, dated multiple people. I probably had multiple texting things going on, but for the most part, I kind of always been like that. But once I heard the guy say it, I was like, yes, somebody gets it, right? And so I felt better about the way that I dated. And so, and some people will say, oh, well, you can get played that way if you put all your eggs in one basket. And yes, you can. Absolutely you can, because most of the world, I won't say most of the world, but a lot of people are not doing it that way. They're here, there, they're everywhere. Their friends are influencing them to cheat and all kind of stuff. So it's like, and I don't really have people in my ear like that. I do what the fuck I want to do. So, and I want to date this person and concentrate on this person. And that's kind of how I roll. And so in my experience, with doing just that and being loyal to one person and being like very open to, I want to know who you are, this our experience. Whoo, child, either they do not believe you, that's first. They don't think that you cute, talented, got your own shit, and you just only talking to me, bitch, please. That's how they do you. Immediately, they don't believe you. But they're very, very into you. So they stick around while they don't fucking believe you, which is crazy to me. It's like, what's keeping you here? It almost makes you feel afraid to know, why would you come here if you don't believe in this? You know, it's kind of scary. And it is projection ADH, because what have I given you that made you think? I don't know. So, and then by the time you start feeling like, oh, this person's not open to me, or they don't believe me, or I don't know, it's like, okay, it's not, they don't get it. And I just said this in a personal reading with one of my clients. I said something like, if they don't know how to take you, then they probably not gonna know how to treat you. And you know, it's just so fucking true. It's so true. It's like, they didn't know how to take me. I say, like, at least 2 dating experiences were like that. And it was like, I just know this bitch is doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Child be sitting here at the computer. Tick, tack, tick, tick, click, 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 clack. I get my workout on. Because by the time you take care of everything that you need to take care of, and if you actually doing everything you're supposed to do, especially if you work for yourself or something like that, or you got kids, single mother, all that kind of stuff, who got time? That's one. And I know a lot of people make time, but that's just from my experience. And then after I'm like completely over it, drained, feelings done been hurt 435,000 times, now they feel the same. I digress. What is the 2 of Pentacles about? Is that you? This is not good. Oh my God. Well, it's something that somebody didn't, it's something they didn't tell you. There's a lot going on here. I don't know if this is a friend group, or if you just found yourself in the middle of somebody else's drama. I don't know what this is, but either you got hurt by this situation and there was just multiple people involved, or you put an end to something, and no matter how painful it was for anyone involved, including you. And the fact that this person is showing up as the 2 of Pentacles, that could have been like a pre-existing relationship and then something new. And there could have been like family, like love, or just like the whole setup was involved with one of these people. Maybe that was you. You 2 could have had like a whole, like everybody know y'all was together type of situation, right? And I don't know if there were children involved or just like a community, like everybody know it's y'all, right? This could be tied to a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. And then it's like somebody had a choice. And then there was this new love. And again, because this person probably didn't have, I'm gonna just say you was the newest in the equation, or I don't know, maybe you the pre-existing, I don't know. It's just been a whole lot of third party shit since last year. So again, I really feel like somebody didn't know how to take you. If you're the person that is the new, it's like somebody went straight into their ego when it came to you, because I don't understand. And just because you don't understand something, I don't know, I just feel like somebody could not get a good read on you. And so they just, I don't know if they flaunted or if they, I don't know, something ego-y. Or it could be the way you present, or like the attention that you get, or something like that. You know what? Ooh, especially, I'm hearing the pretty girl rock. Especially if you're very attractive. Let me tell you something. I remember years ago, Holly Berry did something. I guess she was doing an interview. I can't remember exactly, but I remember her saying that the beauty was a curse. And baby, if she ain't never lied, she ain't never lied. Because if you're beautiful, that's just like it, and men too. It's just like if you're very attractive and you know, you got yourself together, you know, make a living for yourself and things like that. There ain't no way you ain't either digging everybody down in the streets, or you know, it's like people may assume things about you that may not necessarily be true, or sometimes they might be true, who knows. But it's like, just because you're attractive or you have money or you have this or you have that doesn't mean that you're not a good person, like that you couldn't be, you know, it doesn't mean all of those things that people can assume about you. And so I feel like it's one of those situations, either the attention that you get, the way that you look, there's something that, yeah, and they don't bother to find out. Some people will let their insecurities take over a situation. They will create a Oscar-winning fucking movie in their mind about you, and that's that on that. And you be like, bravo, I don't know what the hell. So this, I feel like you end up getting hurt by this. This is what really got you hurt. Now, what happened after that? You two could not be talking. It's like there's no more, nope. Like something is not. Another story I'm getting. If you were the one with the pre-existing love and it's just all this potential between you and this person, I don't know if things were ever solidified, because it's just a whole bunch of emotions here. And it's crazy because I was talking to my cousin earlier about emotions. I said something, it's not about necessarily being in love, but it was something about like the emotions that you can have for a person. It's like you can have so many emotions. I'll say this. The example that I gave him was like, if you watch like Titanic, or I don't know, some kind of love story or some kind of tragedy or something like that, and it takes you through all of these crazy emotions in 2.5 hours, and you just have like this big emotional experience throughout this movie. Sometimes these relationships can be like that too, but it doesn't make it real. Not to say your relationship isn't real, not to say any relationship isn't real, or the emotions that people feel are not real, but it was something about, because when I see the Ten of Cups, it's like, yes, and if we can partner that with the Ten of Pentacles, now we got a dream come true, like something that actually has a foundation up under it. So you can't do nothing with a whole bunch of emotions but sit there and feel them, and then after the movie's over, you get up and go outside. So there was something about that. I can't remember how I connected it with my cousin, but it was like, what is all these emotions without, like, I could sit there and watch a movie if I wanted to go through 1,000 emotions in a short amount of time. But that's not necessarily what I'm looking for when it comes to a relationship. So we need that 10 of Pentacles to match with that 10 of Cups. Or else, you're just sitting there in a movie, except you in it. You know, and it's something like that. And so if you were the one that was in the pre-existing dream, okay, somebody may have tried to slide over here. Maybe. That's what the cards is looking like, okay? And something just didn't add up over there. It wasn't enough. It didn't, you know, cut from a different cloth. It's like, ooh, why am I getting like fresh produce versus like canned vegetables? Like something just was not it. And yeah. Why? It's toxic. Something could have been like very toxic. Somebody gave up. When I tell you somebody looked at your wish fulfillment and was like, ah. I mean, somebody really blew something off. They just blew it off. Somebody, I don't know if this is like this person's exes. Now I'm hearing all my exes live in Texas. Something about Texas could be significant. Somebody likes a, I don't know, variety. There's something about variety, but also, if this isn't that, this is like a history lesson of this person's love choices or yours. Tell you how it resonates, okay? Somebody could have gone for money, like a money type. You know, whether it's a him making money or a she making money. And they just didn't have no peace there. This person could have actually been playing with them, you know, type of energy. And then they went for more serious, you know, and that was boring. I don't know. Somebody ended up feeling bored with that. And then they went for more attractive, and it's like, there he is. Somebody went for more like the attractive, or I don't know, talented, or just something very attractive. And when I say attractive, I don't just mean physically. I mean, like, this is somebody who attracts. And that's the one they can't stop thinking about. But they feel wronged, actually. It's like, how do I control this? I'm just playing. Yeah. Major stuff going on with this one. Why so much energy for this one? But none of it is like, because they want to apologize. It's like, how do I make peace? How do I say, how do I say hello? But it's more like, how do I say sorry? For what? For putting me in this mess? It's like, this may be somebody who clearly cares about you, but they have some things that they overthink like hell. And it's hard for them to make a decision. They're very afraid of commitment. Why? Because of things that failed in the past. The same reason anybody would be afraid of commitment. You know? And it's not to minimize anybody's fear, honey. Everybody's afraid of something. Welcome to the world, darling. So it's like, ooh, you know, as if you've been here for a while, you already know that when I talk about healing, I say that healing, I don't know why I'm smiling, just go with it. When I talk about healing, healing is continual, honey. I'm healing from something right now. And tomorrow I might be healing from something totally different while I'm still healing from the shit that I'm dealing with right now. Okay? So just get used to healing. Just, let's not even, just say you're living, which means that you're constantly experiencing and you're constantly regenerating and you're constantly, like, every time you breathe in and out, something's happening. All right? So now I'm hearing every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. My condolences if anybody has passed. Because isn't that what that means? I'm going to move on. Healing is continual. And so I never look at somebody's stuff and say, why am I here and get over it? Where was I going with this? But you can get stuck. You can get stuck. And I feel like there's someone, and it could be you, take her out rest day, honey. I just want to preface it with, I've always told y'all that healing is continual. Nobody's perfect. Nobody says you have to show up to a situation completely healed, because it's impossible. So, but I feel like there's someone who may have come off more like they had it together than they actually did. Whether it's you or somebody in this salad, okay? And it's like we would like to believe that that's the truth. You know, you would like to believe that, I don't know, it's like maybe somebody tried to convince you that they weren't still upset about something from their past, or they weren't over, they're over their ex. Oh, it's, I could never type of energy, or I don't know, it's something like that. But maybe that wasn't necessarily true, and maybe if it's not about them not being over an ex, then it's just about them processing other shit inside of them. And maybe as the relationship unfolded, or whatever this interaction is, we'll just call it as the conversation unfolded between you and this person, you just started to notice that you're not okay as you acted like you were. You know? But they wanted you to believe that something may have been, somebody may have done something like, it was sex-based. That's another thing I'm getting here, but it wasn't even like, you know what I mean? Something wasn't even like, I don't think whatever happened here was worth it. It was worth you. So, you said that was you last night? What was you last night? What did I say? Y'all know I don't remember what I said as I was saying it. Not in these readings. I literally have to go back and watch it. Let's see. Hey, JoJo. Oh, collective. Let's see what else is going on. I want to look more at you. I would like to focus all of my attention on you, collective. Struggle, conflict, drama, something. Somebody could be running away from the conflict. 5 of Wands in the reverse. This could be you, like, escaping some kind of drama that you were experiencing with someone. Just something that perhaps you didn't bring into the situation, so you didn't want to deal with, which is fair. Which is fair. Okay? It's like you knowing that. And that's another thing you gotta look at. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have anybody in your life, but you shouldn't come into my life and make things exponentially worse, you know, or just bring something with you that, you know what I'm saying? Things shouldn't get worse when the person comes into your life. What's going on with you, collective? Just you. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, we love this. We love it. This is a lucky time for you. You're going with something, you know? It's like if the Ferris wheel is going this way, you're not climbing out the seat to try to go the other way. Because why would you do that? It's dangerous. This is what I want you to think about when you're not moving on from shit. Imagine being on a Ferris wheel and being like, actually, I'd rather go the other way. Everybody's going to be looking at you like, do you want to die? Or I think it's that fucking deep when it comes to moving backwards in life. I think it's that deep. I think it's like climbing out your seat on the Ferris wheel and trying to go back to whatever the hell ain't there no more. It's gone. So I like the Wheel of Fortune for you. I don't want to pull no more cards. What else? Okay. From the Disappointment, Ten of Cups in the reverse, no more. You're not going to hurt me no more. We're not doing that anymore. Ace of Wands. Finito. Not starting it over. I don't see like, yeah, no. Now, this is, you could be interested in, I don't know, there could be a new, is this something being handed to you? Baby, when I tell you, and it's not that you're not dealing with any stress, anxiety. It's not that this doesn't affect you at all. It's just that if I focus on my stability, or if I focus on this new opportunity, or if I focus on saving more money or something, whatever this is, it's not that it doesn't hurt, though. It's not that something doesn't hurt. I'm hearing something that you're allowing to just end. You're detaching in some way. But why? I mean, we know why, but why? You just don't want to be in anything. It's like if you got to think about it. I had somebody ask me for advice the other day. And I said, well, about, you know, this person that they were dating. And I said, well, you know, you have to concentrate or just pay attention to how this person is making you feel. Not necessarily how you feel about them. Because how you feel about them could be based on, you know, and a lot of people don't check in with themselves to see, why do I feel this way about this person? You know what I mean? Because it's like, over the years, I've had a lot of people, friends, family, honey, it's not, everything ain't about love, okay? But I've had a lot of people let me know that, you know, I just feel peaceful around you. I feel like you make me feel welcomed. You make me feel heard. Like I had somebody reach out to me after I have not seen this person in a decade. And reached out to me on Facebook and said, nobody ever listened like you. I just wanted to let you know that. And I was like, you know, and so that's not tooting my horn. I don't know. You know, I just feel like people feel that way because I really do be loving people. Like, I really love you. It's just me, you know, and I feel like this is a very safe way for me to express my love without getting pulverized with you guys, you know, because sometimes when you get out there in real life and you really be loving people, again, if they don't know how to take that, they gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna know how to take. I think I just did a reading like that, a private reading for somebody where it was like, I think they got, I don't know, it was like they got scared or something. It's like, I'm used to people being shysty and shady and this and that, and what do you mean you want to treat me right and respect me and let me lead the way and all this kind of stuff? Like, what's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with you? It's like something like that. So, let's see. You are rejecting, what was I talking about before? You have to pay attention. Because what I told the person was, you have to pay attention to how a person is making you feel. Do you feel neglected by this motherfucker? Do you feel like they don't listen to you? Do you feel like when it's time to talk about them, they're like, oh my God? Do you feel like when it's time to talk about them, they go on and on, but when it's time to talk about you, it kind of gets quiet in the room? Do you feel like this person wants you to wait for whatever the fuck they want you to wait for, but you don't want to wait because you wouldn't have made them wait? Do you feel like that? Do you feel important? Do you feel like this person is fucking with other people? Are you committed to this person? Do they know that y'all are committed? Like, things like that. And then ask yourself this. If there is no commitment, well, was the conversation ever had? Was a way made? Because he's a way maker. And your spouse will be a way maker. I'm not talking about comparing them to God or anything like that. But baby, when somebody wants you in their life, they make way for you. Okay, and that's another reason why I've gotten the reviews that I've gotten, because I mean, why would I want you to feel anything other than comfortable? Oh, we love going to Journey's house because it's comfortable. Like, why would I want you to feel anything other than welcome? You ever been to somebody's house and you don't feel welcome, but they invited you? It's like I feel like if you move, you're gonna get in trouble or something, but you grown. Why even come? Why? And that's what it's like when you invite somebody into your life and you ain't got it together. You feel like you can't touch nothing, you can't talk too loud and shit like that. And I don't want to feel like that around nobody. And because when you come around me, you ain't gonna have to feel like that. And that's your sign. You want to know if you're dealing with a fucked up person? You want to know if that bitch gonna do you like the last one? And how do you feel? How does this person make you feel? When y'all getting to know each other, once y'all get into that space where, okay, I know it's you and me and stuff like that, before shit goes south. And then ask yourself, why did shit go south? Why really did it go south? And then trace it back. Did I ever make this person completely feel welcomed in my life? In my home? Have they ever even been to my fucking house? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. If not, if I can't bring you into my life and make you feel welcomed in my life, something wrong. Either I don't have a fucking house of my own, I don't have a car, and those things are circumstantial. Okay? But you can bring somebody over and let them sit on your mama porch if ain't nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? But at the point where there is a, what do they call them things? A separator. What do they call it when you separate the room? Like not a podium, but you fold it out and do like that. If I got to have one of those going on, baby, you're not ready to have me in your life. You're not ready to accommodate and facilitate a relationship. Or whatever the situation is. A divider. Thank you, Ayana. That is so funny. Yes. one of the things they used to have at the church. Okay? And I can't see what's on the other side of this divider, but you feel so comfortable and welcome with me because where's the fuck is the divider? It wasn't no divider when you came. So it's like, oh my God. This is why the Wheel of Fortune, because I feel divided. I feel divided. And this was supposed to be, and no. It looks like you shut your heart off to something. Let's get more on the Wheel of Fortune. Hey, Robin. Baby, it don't get no go away. See you another day. But not even see you another. It don't get no more move the hell on than what I'm seeing. Ay, 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 ay. People be asking me how I'm doing nowadays. I be like, Sean, I'm out the way. That's what this is. The Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Baby, out of there, I'm gone. Hold on. I got to turn this heat off because it's hot. Out of there. T is gone. Is this why they upset? I don't know. It's just like, hold on. I want to make sure this ain't too loud because I already know. I want to listen to some reggae because it's gone. I feel like this is trying to stress me out. You got to counter when people, I don't know. It's like you have to counter your mood. I was talking about emotional, being able to regulate yourself emotionally. It's very important because people just going to try it. And life is just going to try it. And you have to equip yourself in a way. And we're going to look into how you do that. I mean, you look like you are. You at least know that I'm not staying in a place that was not made comfortable for me. Ain't that enough? Is that not enough? I had my baby girl say to me a long time ago, a few years ago, she was in an abusive relationship. She had a black eye at the time that we had this conversation. She looked at me, she said, April, my name is April, but my stage name is Journey. So if you hear me go back and forth, just roll with it. The people who know me as April, they closer. So she said, April, when you love yourself, you know when somebody else loves you. And let's think about love now. Let's think about it now. Hold on now. Because we think it's all of them emotions that you feel within that 2.5-hour movie that we was talking about. And it's like, yeah, you know, emotion, you can feel a lot. I can make you feel all kind of shit. You ever been with somebody who finessed the hell out of you for one night? One night only. You ever been one of them players that just like make your life feel like all your dreams coming true for like 5 hours? And then it goes the fuck out of you or something like that. It's like that. That's what it's like, a movie. It's like that. But when I love you, I love myself enough to avoid doing things that is going to hurt me. You know, I love myself enough to know I'm not going to eat that because I have this goal in mind. Or I'm not going to eat that because high blood pressure. I'm not going to watch that because I know scary movies give me bad dreams at night. I'm not going to do that. And so your partner, somebody who loves you, is going to be like, babe, you remember, you said, I don't want to hear you complaining when them jeans ain't fitting because you eating. You know, I'm going to remind you, I'm going to support what you trying to do. Babe, now you know if you watching that movie, I'm going to be out of town this weekend and you know I got to work. So if you watch that movie, you're going to be scared because I'm not going to be there to hold you. Shit like that. Or, babe, just tell me what's going on. I'd rather you vent to me about what's going on at work than you vent to them bitches at your job because you already know. All they gonna do is go back and talk. So just use me as a sounding board, even though I probably ain't even gonna want to hear that shit by the time I get home. Just use me, because I love you enough to not have you out here looking fucking dumb in these streets. I don't know. Just a few examples, you know. Just a few examples. There are some people that just gonna look out for you in a different kind of way. That love thing is not just about saying it and gifts and picture perfect moments and things like that. I'm thinking about the details of you, because I have opened my life in such a way to where I can facilitate you, and I can consider all of your feelings, needs, wants, triggers, things like that. And if I notice that your triggers is way over the top, then I'm gonna be like, babe, that's not even about me, and we're gonna schedule your appointment with your therapist, because if you don't continue to work on you, I don't have to continue to work with you. Can we talk about it, y'all? Who's pissed off up in here? I don't even feel like it's pissed off. I just feel like it's more of like, as a matter of fact. Can we talk about it? You know? There's a reason why you are moving on this strongly. There's a reason why it's this strong. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Whew. You know. When you know, you know. High Priestess to the Wheel of Fortune. Don't put no more into it. Stop putting money in the machine. Make peace with it. Acceptance is the first part. It's the worst part. It's the hardest part. It's the most necessary part. That's why it's so fucking hard. Who told you it was gonna be easy? Who told you the relationship wasn't easy? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna bully y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. But you just need to laugh. Like, relax. Because it look, yeah. Hangman, sit back for a while. Let yourself heal. Because you are out. Baby, when I tell you, you done kicked the habit. This is good, though. I'm not going to... It's good. And it's shining a light on this. Y'all had some fun together. I will say that. This is actually something that could have gone the distance. But how did we get from the 4 of Wands to the 7? Ooh, somebody going to try to fight for this. Ew. Well, that's the thing. It's like this person all over the place. I don't know if they want to retaliate against you or if they still love you. They feel wronged by you. But what did you do to this person? It looks like you turned something down. And if I look at why you did this, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is like, perhaps you didn't feel like there was a real offer on the table, because the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is like, either it's like taking something back or it's not offering anything substantial at all. Okay, again, I could just sit down and watch a movie if I wanted to be on an emotional roller coaster. I'm not signing up for one and there's nothing coming out of it. Like, you should at least be getting paid or something, right? So, the Magician in the reverse. I think you turned down something that you couldn't do anything with. There could have been something bigger here. It could have been about a Virgo. Ooh, something wasn't being addressed, okay? Something was not being addressed in this connection. And I feel like that's why you you walked away and you looking confident as you're doing it, and perhaps you're planning some travel or looking at some decisions that you would like to make. You know, it's like for some of y'all, you could be traveling. I just feel like you're not talking to this person. But you walked away. Child, the person was probably married. It's just, I don't know. This is not good. This is why you walked away. The Hierophant, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Cups in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords. Does it look positive? I don't know. This person could have been in another relationship. It could have just been so many things in this particular relationship, whether it was just a lack of really admitting how you really feel. The conversation, I don't know, something about the conversation. I don't know, something was very incognito about, I don't know, they're very about this connection. You have, I'm not saying you've been sticking pins in a doll, but yeah, just looking at this, I just realized that staying face is in this, and all these knives are stuck in here. I'm not saying you did anything like that, but it's like when you look at this person's picture, you just see stabs, just like, ouch, in your heart space, you know? So, I don't know. And either this was was this a relationship with y'all? No, that's the thing. It's like, I asked, what did they do? This is a relationship that you weren't even in with this person. Again, can you facilitate a relationship? And the way that you should, because I said, well, how should you have handled this? I feel like it's the way that you did. The death card, you stopped and you changed it. You ended it. You know, it's something like that. Everything is pointing to you did not do the wrong thing. Because do you want to be with somebody who's walking around in this type of energy? This is not somebody who can facilitate. Baby, the word for today is facilitate. It's just falling off my tongue, you know? You said, why do you keep feeling like you made a mistake? Let's look at that. I'll touch on that. Sometimes we feel like, you know, I really love this person. I really do love this person. And it can always feel like you're making a mistake when you really love someone. But I look at it with the cards. Oh my God, I'm almost at an hour. You know what though? It's like withdrawal. You ever quit anything? You ever quit anything before? That shit tough. Okay. That shit is unbearable. Oh, who's going to Bali? That's on my bucket list too. It's actually quite affordable to live there. I've been thinking about it. You said just quit cigarettes? Ooh, it's like that. Quitting a relationship that you really, you know, whether it was just like, even whether it was toxic or whether it was a healthy relationship. That shit feel like, or by the second day, or by the end of the first day, you feel like you're making a mistake. Like, child, let me go get this pack of Newport. And you might go by the end of that day and go get you a pack of Newport, so whatever you smoke, you know. And then when you smoke it again, you like, oh shit, no, I'm making a mistake, and now I gotta start over. But once you get past that hurdle, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like you're bringing yourself out of a bad space. You ever seen that movie Ray? With what's his name? I don't want to say Michael J. Fox, Jamie Foxx. And when he was getting over heroin, he was in the bed, he was throwing up and everything. He could not feel comfortable. It's because your body is detoxing something. And I'm not saying a person's a drug, but it's kind of like that. You're going to feel like you're making a mistake. You're going to feel like, Jay, I don't even know why I tried to do this. I can't do it. And if you just push through, you'll be right on the other side of that thing, you know. That's why you feel that way. And the disappointment kicks in. And then you remember the good times because your brain naturally would like to not be pissed off. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's why you can end up back in the bed with somebody that you hated a few weeks ago. You know, because but you think about, oh, but there's stuff that he did on Valentine's Day. Or, but she really does make that good, you know, lasagna or something like that. But then you forgot that this bitch flattened your tires. Or you forgot that he cheated on you with your friend or something like that, you know. And it don't have to be that extreme. It could be, well, money is extreme too in my book. Like, you got to be thinking about the bigger picture, sir. But I don't know. I got a lot of deal breakers that is outside of cheating. Okay, I just need to feel safe on all fronts. If you love yourself, you know when somebody else has your best interest at heart. The best. You know? And that's how, it's like, that's why it's so important to love yourself, to build that relationship with yourself. Because you gonna destroy somebody who ain't got it together. Like if they, let's say you get into a relationship, like you don't really fuck with yourself like that. And then you get with somebody who maybe they haven't gone on that self-love journey either. Y'all gonna tear each other apart. You know? You might make it even worse for them on their journey. Or they might make it even worse for you on your journey. It's like, but then I feel like it always starts with somebody who may not have the best relationship with themselves running into somebody who does. Or not, maybe not the best, or running into somebody who's working on the relationship with themselves. Because once you start working on the relationship with yourself, you will be tested. Oh my God, and it's gonna be so. Oh, it's crazy. The song they're playing is called Wolves and Leopards. And it's kind of like that. Because it's like, you will be tested. Even Derek Jackson was talking about this. He said, just because you are, you know, working on improving like the quality of your life and, you know, I don't know, glowing up and doing all this kind of stuff, it doesn't mean that fuck boys or fuck girls are not going to be attracted to you. You're going to be attracting higher quality people and fuck boys, because sometimes, or fuck girls, however, honey, people who aren't that great. Let's just make that the blanket category, right? And it's like, yes, because sometimes people can have such an inflated sense of self that they think they qualify for what you, for what you're doing, you know, in your life. And it's not to minimize a person or something like that, but it's like, if you're putting the work into yourself, okay, that was too close. I do not like the way the sound, did y'all hear that? The way the sound just bounces up here like that. If you put in the work into yourself, or if you put, I don't know, how can I say this? It's like if we all at the restaurant and you ordered all this shit, but you put the least money on the table when it's time to pay the tab. Or you patting your pockets and shit like that. But you ain't eating the most. There's something like that going on. It's like, why do you, I don't know. Figure how it resonate. That man just threw me off outside. Let's see. Anything else? I need to remember what this is about. Hold on. I think the real problem is, for a lot of y'all, is that you just may be like you're more of an owner than a renter. And it doesn't mean that, I don't know, I'm talking about as far as your energy, or maybe even the way that you invest in anything. It's like you don't invest for short-term reasons unless they're leading to long-term reasons or something like that. It's like there's something different about you. A lot of y'all will own land in this lifetime, or like something like that. You are also not the kind of person that can be turned into somebody's property. It's like you have to be, I kept saying this all day, respect is the minimum. Something about respect being the minimum, your word being the minimum, and you are not one of those people that frivolously flip-flop through situations. I just don't see that. I don't know if you come off that. I don't know how you may come off. But I don't think you always get people don't always read you right or something like that. You own 6 acres? You read it. Thank you, Sean, for the $9.99. Yeah, ain't no communicating and compromising and working nothing out. I think your heart is closed off to something. You're not taking any more risk in that department. Someone else is in the reverse. Or maybe, perhaps, you're not going to be the someone else in anybody's life. You know, because I just don't feel like that's the energy that you bring to the table. I don't feel like that's what you were doing. So y'all, again, an air sign, fire sign could be significant. Ugh. That ain't no good in there. Oh. Oh. Somebody's going to make their way back around. It's some kind of spell has been broken. I'm gonna just say that. Even if somebody was to come back around, I just don't feel, it's like it's almost like a friend. That's what this is giving. It's like, if we're just friends, I don't have to know what the fuck. I don't have to know like know any more information or something like that. Maybe it's like you just don't feel the same about something. Or there's just there's a different energy around something at this point. This relationship, just know that you have literally been guided out of this situation that probably, I don't know, something was more of a honeymoon. I feel like something would have led to a bunch of challenges. So your intimacy, it's almost like when you stop feeding, like let's say you start feeding some cats. Ooh, they lie. Somebody's a liar. Let's say you start feeding some cats, and then you stop feeding them, and then they go away. There's something like that. It's like maybe if you stop feeding somebody, they'll go away. I'm not trying to be offensive when I say that, but I always think about cats because my mom was the cat lady. But the crazy part is, them cats never went away. Even when we didn't have cat food, child, the neighbors would get mad because there was so many cats around our house. They thought my mama was a witch. She might have been. I was playing. But that's not to call a person an animal. Anything else? I like the collective reads. How do y'all feel about the collective reads? I think these are becoming my favorite. I don't think anyone has control over your life anymore. I'm telling you, there is something about maybe the next home that you live in, like actually being yours, or it's like you're gonna have an opportunity to. Sorry, what? Did y'all hear that? It felt like it came from above my head. You're gonna have an opportunity. Baby, does it look like that shit is on the beach? You're gonna have an opportunity that's coming up for you, like a wish fulfilled, and it's got something to do with property. Oh my God. It's like when something's so good it makes you nervous. I keep hearing, and don't fuck it up. And don't fuck it up. I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody that perhaps, yep. There's also a return. There's a return. Because it's like somebody's gonna realize that you're very fulfilling for them. Did I miss something? Somebody's gonna realize that you're very fulfilling for them. And I'm hearing, I guess I see you next lifetime, but this is, damn, my heart is like breaking for some reason. Something about this fulfillment. Oof. Somebody let fears, like limiting beliefs, or what do they call it? Self-depreciating lies, lack of foresight, like really mess up something that could have been very fulfilling for them. Well, this could be you. I don't know, honey. Something. Oh, it's just somebody's deception just led to just a complete. But it led to a rebirth for you. Okay. It led to a rebirth for you. Whatever this deception. It's like somebody. I don't know why they went about things in this way, but it just really. It really affected the attraction between the two of you. Like that fire, there could have been like fire between you and this person. Like never you've experienced just wanting a person so much. Y'all could have been like inseparable. But baby, if every time I walk past you, I slap you in the back of your head, eventually you're going to stop feeling attracted to me. And I feel like that's what all this damn, the Wheel of Fortune, it just flipped over on me. I feel like that's, look at this. Look, we started off here, and I still say that this has something to do with your property, okay? We still going to put that in the air. But it's like, okay, boom, fulfillment. Then it's like, but you don't really deserve that. You've never had shit. Look at me. Come back to the past. Don't believe in yourself. You know, it's like somebody's thoughts got to going like that. Just lie to them. Lie to them. They don't deserve the truth. I don't know. You've always lied. I don't know. But somebody did not listen. It's like somebody listened to the devil on their shoulder instead of the angel. Okay? The air sign is significant. I don't know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe they have this in their chart. Or this is like, I didn't really think this through. I don't know. Something was not smart about this. And it caused a lot of triggers, disharmony, conflict, and they probably was like, well, what's wrong? This is wrong. This. This deceptive bullshit, okay? And it just caused a storm that it seemed very unnecessary. But what it's doing for you is you get to create another version of yourself because you're no longer attracted to anybody who would take you through all of these motherfucking emotions. And I'm not even getting an Oscar. I don't even get anything for you taking all of my emotions on the fucking roller coaster. For what? What did I get at the end of it? It's crazy, right? So I don't see you really having any regrets or anything, like repressed nothing. Because it's like, look at this. When y'all came together, the beach could be significant. When y'all came together, that shit was like, what more do you need? And somebody was like, I don't know. Again, somebody did not know how to take you. So they destroyed it. It's like I don't know. I'm not saying somebody crazy or nothing like that, but I'm just picturing somebody seeing a cute little, beautiful little puppy, the kind that you carry around in your purse, and just being very sick in the head. I don't even want to say it because some of us are dog lovers. Some of us love, everything, all of nature, all of God's creatures, except the ones that I don't need to be around. Okay? The ones that buzz and sting and shit like that. I'm not saying I want to hurt you. I'm just saying stay out of my house. But imagine somebody seeing something just so adorable and just doing something very fucking sick. Okay? Like, why would you want to hurt something like that? Why would you fuck this up? Basically. Why? Why did they fuck it up? Fear of rejection. So if I never open up in the first place, then I can't reject it. But you also don't get to experience the fulfillment either. If I never open myself, if I never audition, then I'll never get turned down. But you never know if you would have made it either. You never know if you would have went all the way to the top. Imagine if Fantasia was like, the line's too long. I'm late. Imagine. Fear did this. So somebody was like, I'm going to just play the detached cold game and see if that works. And it looked like the water got splashed right back in his face, don't it? It's just like, and it doesn't have to be he, she, whatever. But this looks like somebody's weird-ass game left them not only without you, but also still not free. Still not feeling freedom. Because you can't truly experience love if you're holding everything back. It's like, why? Why? Because sometimes it's not just about like other people that you have in your life. Sometimes it's about, is your heart open to the experience? And I see you feeling like, because, you could have been connected to, like, people that this person was connected to. It's like, maybe you just feel like you have not found your tribe, Because sometimes when you go through breakups, it's like everybody break up. You know what I mean? It's like a whole life is broken up. And I see you just kind of patiently waiting because look at this. There's a whale behind this woman. And you just sitting back like, I know what I'm sitting on, baby. Whether it's a well of knowledge, a well of love, like there's water in there. The water in tarot, it represents emotion, love. Something that this person literally blocked. Like you could have been throwing it at him. Look. And it's like repelling off of him. And at this point, instead of me trying to throw this love at you or make you feel something that you clearly know is there, otherwise, why would fulfillment have even been there? Instead of me wasting that kind of energy, I guess I'll just sit back. You know, I just feel like y'all are just sitting back seeing what color the wall gonna be next, you know? It's like, I'm not finna give you, have you ever had anybody knock on you? Have you ever seen a commercial, what's it like, super luxury car that they don't have commercials for? Some things don't need to be advertised, darling. We're not even finna advertise this to people who don't have, like, you can't afford this car. Like, we're not even finna advertise this to you. It's like, you ever drove past a neighborhood and been like, I ain't never seen this before. It wasn't intended for you to see it. It was like, you ever seen something so exclusive that it's like, I didn't know this was here. Exactly. That's what I need you. This is the energy that it looked like you getting into. It's like, I didn't even know this well was over here. You know what I'm saying? That's what people need to be when they slide up on you. Like, are you new in town? Bitch, I've been here for 5 years. That shit need to be... Is it Bentley? I was thinking Bentley, but I was like, let me not. Because I don't watch TV, so I wouldn't know what commercials is on there anyway. But I just ain't never seen no... like McLaren, Bentley type of quality. Oh, I got a McLaren story for y'all. I think I told y'all this before. So funny. I was doing this residency and there was this guy who had parked outside of the building that I was singing at, and he was parked. He had drove a McLaren to the right? Child. The guy that I was seeing at the time saw the car, and he's walking around. He's like, man, this shit nice and all that kind of stuff, right? I didn't even know what it was. Child, I don't do cars. I don't... Honey, if anything, I'd like a driver. And it could be a black Mercedes. It ain't got to be nothing fancy, honey. I wanted to look like a driver. I want him to have a suit on. Ooh, like, what's that movie? Daddy's Little Girls or something like that. I would love to have a driver like that. Anyway, let's move on. What the hell was I talking about? Okay, so the guy, he had brought like this real young, this man was like 85 years old. He wasn't that old. He was at least late 60s though. And he had like a 21-year-old with him. It was very high class, a lot of money in that place. And so, and you would have never really known it. That's the other thing about this story is if you're sitting on the outside of this place and you see a McLaren, you're like, what's going on in there? Because it's like very unassuming, and you walk in and it's just money. And so this is the energy that I want y'all to remember to be in when it comes to people trying to approach you with anything. Okay, this shit is exclusive. And so after my first set, the man came to me, the guy who owned the McLaren. He came to me, and he had money in his hand, and he grabs my hand, and it was so gentle. It was almost like a drug deal. The way you would put money in the weed man hand. It was like the way he did it. He just shook my hand, and he was just holding my hand with both of his hands. And he's like, oh, your voice is just... and all this kind of stuff, right? He's talking to me, and my friend is standing there. My friend is standing there. And he finally looked over at him, and he said, I saw you looking at my car. And he was like, oh yeah, it's a very nice car. I almost could not fucking breathe during this experience. And he said, I have 6 of them. And he turned his attention back to me, and that was all he said to him. Now, what was I supposed to do in that situation, honey? You know, this man probably could buy everybody in the building. And so it was just like, and I was at work, so, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of stayed out of it. And, you know, it didn't work out with him anyway, so. But the point of the story is exclusivity, darling. That man, it's almost like he looked at him like he wasn't worried about it at all. And I'm not saying you should act like that with people because it was very rude. It was very rude. However, I just need you to remember what it is that you're sitting on, collective. And for some of y'all, it's that thing, okay? It's that thing in your caboose, all right? But it's not about that. Because just like the Erykah Badu interview where they was like, well, why do men go crazy about you? It's not about that, honey. Everybody has one. And it doesn't mean that they don't hit different, okay? Because, yeah. But I feel like this is your work that's in this well. Your knowledge, your energy, your God-givenness, you-ness, you know, is in this. And you got to learn what to do with that. What kind of value you got to put on that. And it don't matter if you don't know how to take it. You not knowing how to take it is only means that you don't need it. This is not something that you need. That's why you didn't hear about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you didn't hear about it. That's why you don't know about this, because it's too deep. Something's too much for you can't swim around in there. You're gonna drown in there. So it's something like that, collective. Make sure that you're saying what it is that you mean. Don't settle just because you're lonely. And know that... Ooh, I got 2 cards to read for you. Know that your potential is endless. Okay? Period. I love how it just wrapped up to this card. But I'm going to actually read this card after I read the one at the bottom of the deck. The one at the bottom of the deck is... shark, swim away from this situation. Doesn't she look scared? So, the number 35 could be significant. This says, think of this card as the Lovers in the reverse from the traditional tarot deck. You've been hanging around a bloodthirsty shark, and they've hurt you before. Not to say that this person is a bloodthirsty shark, but they have hurt you before, okay? And this could refer to a lover, or it could refer to another loved one, such as a friend or family member. To put it simply, you deserve better treatment. You're never going to find it with them. Leave the situation now. Situations like this often grow so dire that you no longer feel safe to leave them. Remember when I said earlier, somebody asked earlier, why do I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing? It don't matter if it's a bad thing that you're walking away from or a good thing that you're walking away from. That withdrawal, it kicks in. Even if you're in a fucked up situation, you'd be like, why do I miss this person? So, let's read the other one. And it's the last one in the book, so some of y'all done graduated from something, okay? Your potential is endless, okay? At the risk of sounding cliche, you can do anything that you put your mind to. You are a mighty queen or king who is complex enough to be both gentle and valiant, just and magnificent. It's possible. Just like the guy who had all the money. He didn't have to be an asshole, you know? It was a choice. And once you get that old, hell, be all the asshole you want to be, you know? So we're not talking about that man. But at the same time, you can be magnificent and humble at the same time. Like you don't have to be shit just because you're amazing. You ever met somebody who knew they was the shit, but their attitude was ass, you know? So it kind of just ruined everything about them. Yeah. So it's possible. And I feel like because you have this sweet spot, this combination, that's why you win. The reason they tell you that you cannot have it all is because they're afraid that you'll become more dangerous than you already are. People recognize what you got going on already, but I feel like you already got the humility part of it down, because you realize that we're all this, in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about the people who are sitting in the front of the plane with all the leg room and the fancy shit, and the people who are sitting in the back of the plane like this, baby, if something happened to this plane, it don't matter where you're sitting, darling. So, and God forbid, you know, but it's just for real. So, I'm going to leave it there, y'all. I love y'all. Wow, it's almost 2 in the morning. Like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you, or if you just enjoyed the chat. And I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao!